kids. Hope you guys are liking the channel so far. This will be my third installment of kind of a vehicle review. And today I wanted to talk about the Bonneville GXPs. And that's what this one is. This is my personal vehicle, actually. This is my 2003 Bonneville GXP. And I kind of wanted to just go over a few things to kind of show off why these things were so kind of underrated and what makes them a little bit special. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get started. So when you actually click that little box for the GXP option, there's a few things that you actually get with it that a lot of people might not even realize that you get. Of course, the one thing that stands out are these 18-inch wheels that you can only get with the GXP. They actually came factory with Z-rated tires, which was probably a little bit unnecessary, but of course that made them a little bit more fun. They handled really good. And kind of the styling cues of like the Silverado SS at the time, you kind of had these plastic cladding that kind of went along the body of the car. And of course, those really cool GXP logos. So what makes a GXP a GXP? Well, these were actually a very limited production car, and I don't think a lot of people understand how rare these actually were. In 2003, they made roughly 25 to 30,000 Bonnevilles. Out of that 30,000, 2,400 were built with the GXP option. And with that, this is actually one of 643 black versions, which of course, due to the process of elimination, that makes it the most popular color. They had a couple of different colors that you could get. Black was obviously the most popular, silver, white diamond. I believe there was actually another color in there too. You couldn't actually get the whole spectrum of colors that the Bonneville offered, only a select few. So in 2004, they actually upped production and they made about 4,000, maybe a little bit more. But over the two model year run that they had the GXP, that was roughly about 6,000 vehicles were made. There were also a few unique styling cues on the interior as well, such as these very nice suede insert leather seats, the aluminum throttle and brake pedal covers, and as well as these carbon fiber accents on the HVAC vents as well as the door panels. And who can forget Pontiac's signature red backlit gauges? One of the coolest features. But the absolute best part of this whole car is this Cadillac sourced 4.6 liter Northstar V8. It produced 275 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque to the front wheels. Unfortunately, these engines were prone to cooling and oil leak issues, which is what caused this particular car to be parked before I found it. However, contrary to popular belief, these are not the most difficult engines to work on. I had this one pulled from the car, resealed, cleaned up, and back on the road in just a few weeks. With a little maintenance, I've seen these engines go as far as 600,000 miles with no issues. They're actually great little engines. And with that little bit of information, let's go take it out on the road. It's a beautiful fall, winter day. It's actually December and it's 50 degrees out. So I'll take it. Let's go get it on the road, show a little bit more on it. So once you plop down in the seats of the GXP, which I might add, are possibly the most comfortable bucket seats I've ever sat in. They're so comfy. But once you get behind the wheel, you begin to realize that it isn't some mediocre experience you come to expect from a General Motors car of this era, especially in the early 2000s, turn of the millennium. A lot of them were built quick, pushed out the door, and they weren't really made to last. But this one is a little bit different. And I say that because, like I said, it is an experience. You feel the road. You have control over a lot of stuff that you don't anymore. You can throw it into some corners. It handles great. The brakes are fantastic. It isn't just some run of the mill Bonneville, which many people treated it like it was. You know, you got that little rumble coming from the back from the North Star. It's still very quiet. The fit and finish of everything in the car is actually surprisingly well. There's no weird creaks or rattles, but it really it kind of transforms your mind into thinking that some of these are actually a little bit better than some others. You know, you're not going to get the same experience per se out of a Cobalt in the same generation. Now, granted, that was the era when they had the SS. You know, they had this. I think they had a supercharged and a turbocharged versions, and those would be a little bit fun to drive. This one, you can literally hop in this car and drive it anywhere, and be comfortable the entire time you're driving it. Plus, have a lot of fun while you're doing it. My overall take on the GXP. You know, this car is genuinely a ton of fun. No, it's not a Trans Am or Corvette or muscle car, but if you were going to drive something every day when the weather is nice, this is definitely one of those cars that is just underappreciated. There's a lot in a small package. You get a fully loaded car right from the get-go. You got a power sunroof. You know, most of these had heads-up display, power seats, heated seats, an awesome stereo system. And the other nice thing about these cars is they're inexpensive. Parts are inexpensive. The car themselves are inexpensive. You get to really enjoy a lot of old school feel in a package that is comfortable to drive. I could drive this car across the country and still be comfortable by the time I get there. And it's really too bad they don't make anything like this anymore. When you stop and think, they don't make any special editions of anything that are, you know, anything to write home about. Yeah, they've got like RSs and whatever GM throws on their plate now, but this is different. This was a performance car. You could drive it every day. It, it's not obnoxious. It's just something you can really enjoy. You can enjoy driving this every day. It still gets looks now and then. You get to the age where you keep them clean, people notice. It's just really too bad that they don't make anything quite like this anymore. Kind of makes it special. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video on the Bonneville and what makes it a little bit unique and separates it from all the other Bonnevilles that are on the road or sadly sitting in junkyards. But I hope you stay tuned. I've got a few more videos coming out, so hopefully you guys will enjoy those, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.